We are with Mike Husby and Judy Mason after a very successful Bay Mills Open Players Championship, and what a week it was. Starting out with Michelle Hygh and ending with the champion of Rodney Butcher. Judy, after a full week and lots of preparation, what are your thoughts after this successful tournament?
Oh, what a way to get it started with Michelle rolling into town and with Rodney finishing up as the Players Champion for the year. It was a great event from start to finish.
Mike, when you rolled up here, I don't know how many years ago, and you saw this hill without any golf course, what were your thoughts? Did you dream that something like this could happen someday?
Never in my wildest dreams that I think this could happen, a tournament this large of magnitude, the importance that it was. But once we got into the production of the golf course and it started to unfold and the beauty of the golf course happened, and it seemed that the Bay Mills Indian community wanted something like this to happen, then it just all started just one domino after another, and the next thing you know, here we are 2003.
Judy, you deal with this tournament on a day-to-day basis over the entire year. What effect does it have on the people of this community and their involvement in something that attracts so many people to get involved and support?
Well, yeah, the day the Bay Mills Open finished in 2002, we started working on 2003. And back when there was 3 feet of snow, we were grinding at it pretty good, Mike and I both, with the help of Sandy during the winter, our staff, throughout the entire year. And the momentum just grows and grows and grows as the year goes on in the community, something that the staff and the community is very excited about as it draws near.
We all were able to witness firsthand history in the making with Michelle Hygh coming to the Upper Peninsula to play golf against the men for the very first time in a professional event. Mike, you got to see the family firsthand on the golf course and off the golf course. Tell us about your overall impression of the summer vacation that Michelle Hygh has had.
Well, first of all, the many reports that you had seen about her father and the conflicts and so forth, I don't think I've ever seen a story so misreported in my life. I personally enjoyed every minute of being with BJ and Bo Hygh the entire week. Their daughter is gracious. Whether she had made the cut, I knew she was going to be gracious, and if she'd missed a cut, I knew she was going to be that way, and I was correct. And it was very easy on to tell because the family is just a wonderful people. And I don't know if I'll ever see them again or ever have them, but I know back here at Bay Mills again or any other facility, but I do know one thing, that I consider them friends because of the way they are. They're just tremendous people.
And Judy, when you saw that she shot 74 on the first date, does that validate anything about her game and her potential?
She definitely had the game to be here. You know, just like any player in the field, the game might show up or not show up on that day, but she certainly proved that she has the game to be here.
And then Mike, what is the way how she played this golf course tell you about her game?
Well, I totally agree with what Judy had just mentioned here, that she has the game to compete. At this level, at 13 years old, if she had played her normal game, she would have made the cut. And I don't know if she would have contended, but I certainly do know that she has the game at this level to compete. And the articulation that she puts into the game, the studious way that she approaches it, from every single shot that I'm just totally impressed. And I know we're going to see more great things from her, whether it be at what level it might be, I can't tell you. But I do know that if she had played her normal game, she would have made the cut.
Do you think you could have thrown anything more at her? Live television, playing against the men in the weather conditions that were produced this weekend.
And of course, her first time up here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and right on the Lake Superior like we are. And just like in any other sporting team or event that you see, this was her last event before she went home. And so she had a long grind, no doubt that she was very tired, her family was very tired, and that may have contributed to it. But I do know that I was very proud of her and her family and the way they conducted themselves at this facility, and as I said, I consider them friends.
Judy, it definitely has been the year for women in golf, with Susie Whaley competing against the men, Annika Sorenstam competing against men, and now Michelle Hygh at your golf course competing against men. What kind of effect do you think that will have on the game, and especially as far as the perspective of women playing this game?
Well, anything that increases the exposure to the game of golf is good for the game. And certainly there's a lot of women out there that are taking up more and more interest in the game because of seeing Annika on TV and Susie on TV and now Michelle. So it's exciting. It's a great thing for the overall game of golf.
All right, Mike, last year, Canadian Tour event. This year, Canadian Tour event, Players Championship, Golf Channel, Michelle Hygh. What do you do next year to try to top all that?
Well, we've got ourselves in position to do it because we've established a precedent of 6 international stars, invitees, and so we're in position, we're poised and ready to go, and it's now time to go back to the drawing board and start thinking about 2004.
Tell us about the course, Judy. Now that people have seen it on the Golf Channel, I'm sure they're going to want to play it.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. When you get up to the top and you see the views overlooking the river there with the freighters coming in and out of the Sulaks, it's such a beautiful setting for a golf course. And as those who watch the Golf Channel this week could see, something that players enjoy coming out, and they keep coming back once they're here.
Very good. Well, that wraps it up for a week, a very successful week, putting the Upper Peninsula on the golf map for the entire world.